Okay. Hey everyone, it's me, Anna. Let me just get a little more light going here. Okay. Hopefully you can see me. So, happy Tres Reyes Magos Day in Spain, or we say the Three Kings Day or Epiphany. So, yeah, I wanted to come on and I was being prompted to do something for today because I've for some years I felt a very close connection with the Three Kings. So I want to talk a little bit about them and according to the way I understand things, who they were and their significance. So if you are watching, I would love for you to put a comment to say, hey, I'm here, and maybe where you're from. That would be great. And if you celebrate Epiphany or Three Kings in some way, please go ahead and write a comment. But I think what I'm going to be doing today is a channeling. I was doing some very interesting work yesterday with a client, and I felt very inspired afterwards to channel the Three Kings and to talk to them. And so that was very exciting for me. And I feel like they're very much with me today. I've got my frankincense burning. I've also got some myrrh over there. I don't have any gold, but I do have a piece of pyrite. Close enough. So I'm just going to put that there. So who were the Three Kings, right? You could see them as physical embodiments of three energies or three ascended masters. So the names that we know are King Melchior, King Balthazar, and King Caspar. They were those are the standard names that are used, and they came, of course, to visit Jesus, knowing that he was to be the king of all kings. And but they also were very much being guided by the promptings of their souls, right? They were following their inner guidance as well as the promptings of spirit. And so you could say their inner Christ was telling them, go, go, and they were following the star. The beautiful Star of Bethlehem, which has also played a role in my sessions recently. You might have seen, I did a channeling not so long ago and a reading talking a little bit about that. So who were they and why did they come? So in the teachings of the Ascended Masters, King Melchior was actually the Ascended Master or the embodiment, the manifestation in physical form of the Ascended Master El Morya, Elmorya, El Morya. And he was the one who brought gold to Jesus. And gold can be looked at in many ways, right? It's treasure. It was invaluable. You could look at it in terms of alchemy, magic, all sorts of things. So what is the gold? What do you think the gold means? Please feel free to put that in the comments. What do you think the gold means? The second one, Balthazar, is the embodiment of the Ascended Master Kuthumi, Kuthumi, Ascended Master Kuthumi, and he was the one who brought frankincense. Very happy that he did. And if you've ever worked with frankincense, pure frankincense, it is amazing. I use it a lot when I do space clearings. I use it a lot when I do healings. The energy of it is very, very powerful. What it does is it raises the vibration, raises the frequency of a space or a person. You could, if it's pure, you could take it internally and it will actually cure illness. Didn't hear it from me. And then the third Ascended Master was Caspar. And Caspar is the one who brought Mir. And he is the Ascended Master Djwhal Kul, whom you may have heard of. He's probably of the three, maybe the one who it's most known. He's also known as the Tibetan, or the Tibetan Master. So he brought Mir, which I also love. I even have this amazing one here that I love. I have just half of a stick left. But yeah, this is my frankincense that I'm burning. Whenever possible, get incense that's very pure. Okay, this is actual resin that's on a stick instead of just like nice scented sticks. This is actual resin, and this burns much longer, and it has a lot more potency. If you love frankincense as much as I do, please shout out in the comments. So yeah, we're dealing with the mysteries of all creation, the mysteries of the universe. And I was trying to feel into whether or not the three kings or the three wise men, or mages, priests. Some say they were priests. I think they were. They were men with extraordinary abilities. But I was trying to feel into whether I should channel just all three of them or just one of them, and if so, which one. And the one that's been coming through to channel with the other two holding space for him is El Morya, who was Melchior, the one who brought the gold. So I'm going to give you a message from him, from the Ascended Master El Morya. I'm going to channel him now. So all you have to do is be open and listen to receive his message. And I'd love for you, if you're watching, to say hi in the comments. While I'm channeling, I'm going to have my eyes closed. And, I have no idea what's going to be said, but I'm excited to find out. El Morya, I'm going to read something to you, though, before I do. This is from something called the Pearls of Wisdom, and it was an Ascended Master dictation. And I'm going to read it to you. We come with devotion, with determination, and with the native light of our own divinity, which mirrored his own. By the light of God within us, we perceived his light. It is ever thus, and no manifestation, human, elemental, or divine, can perceive his love except it be endowed with that love. I think that's very beautiful. So, all right, I'm just going to get into it and see what happens. Channeling El Morya for you. Okay. I call forth of the highest light the Ascended Master El Morya, also known as Melchior. El Morya, El Morya, El Morya. And I also ask that Ascended Master Djwhal Kul and Ascended Master Kuthumi also be present and hold space for this message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. It is complete. This is what so many on earth have hoped to hear. It is done. it is complete. Looking for, hoping for an end to all human suffering, an end to all questioning, an end to all bewilderment, an end to all confusion. Yea, it is done within you in some form or other, if you should so desire it to be done. The fulfillment of the prophecy of the golden age is done. It will, it is, it shall be, it has been. There is no time. Those yearning for a future time forget that time is simply but a construct. There is no future to be looking towards. The future is within yourself, within your present. Bringing the gold to our Lord, to our Messiah, to our chosen one as the vessel for the consciousness that was to sweep humanity and change the course of the planet. This was an act of love and devotion on our part. However, according to divine plan, for everything is unfolding according to a divine plan, the revolution, the transformation of the planet was not to be at that time in the form that was previously thought of and hoped for and expected. This is why there has been much debate over the millennia over whether or not the Messiah arrived. For the human race has been dependent on the constructs of time without understanding or realizing, for the most part, that time can exist multidimensionally with other times. Time can be a spiral. Various times can exist simultaneously. You are often living multidimensionally without realizing it, especially those of you who do extensive spiritual work. So, you may be living in the golden age already. You may be living in the age of great darkness simultaneously. All of these things may be occurring at once. Within you, you have all the elements needed for alchemical magic. You hold these secrets within you. Whether or not you access them is up to you. If you decide with a pure heart and pure intention to access the magic within you, the alchemical magic within you, to discover the pure essence of truth as it is presented to you, if you approach this from a pure heart, without avarice, greed, without lust, and I mean lust for power, lust for knowledge, lust for fame, if you simply wish to know, to understand, for your soul's growth, and are open to receiving truth, understanding, wisdom, then you will be given this. It is a gift, freely given and happily given. We three kings traveled at great peril through dangerous lands because we were guided by our inner promptings, by our connection with God, with Source, with the infinite, with all consciousness. We were guided ever forward, and we did this happily. We did this gladly. We did this without question, for we knew it was guiding us to the ultimate truth, the ultimate beauty, the ultimate love. And when we saw that consciousness embodied in a small, beautiful baby, the love that exploded within our hearts and filled our beings, the flood of pure, unconditional love, was worth every moment of that perilous journey. It was transformative. It was sacred. It was magic. That was the magic. Witnessing, bearing witness to that energy being born, that energy being made flesh, that pure consciousness being made flesh was pure magic. And it filled us each with pure, unconditional love, melting away all of our worry and cares and three-dimensional life concerns. Your challenge in the coming years of your life will be to explore and navigate the time during which you will experience the confusion and the seas, sometimes rough, sometimes calm, of life between the third dimension and the fifth dimension. Many humans believe that the new earth, the new age, the fifth dimension is a destination, a place to go, to travel to achieve. They see it as an achievement, as another goal to be ticked off the list of life goals. This is not what it is. It is a way of being. However, like us, the three wise men, we had to come into physical form and negotiate and navigate the third dimensional realm with all of its discomforts, the heat, the weather, the food, the lack of food, the human temperaments, all of the things of life in third dimensional existence had to be experienced by us. So, this is not something that you are going to be leaving behind. This is a misunderstanding. There is an escapism prevalent in much of the spiritual awakening across the planet, and we caution you against this. this desire to no longer be here, the desire to go home, the desire to escape being in a 3D form, with great love and compassion, we say to you that you simply cannot escape this. You, your soul, made a choice, it made a decision to come into physical form at this time on the planet, in whatever physical form it chose to come into. And this must be dealt with. This must be experienced fully. You cannot escape it. You are not going to dissolve into pure energy and live in a paradise as long as you are experiencing your life now. That is escapist mentality, and it is dangerous. It is a trap. It is, in many ways, a death wish. I know that this may sound very harsh and may not be what you wish to hear. For this, we deeply apologize, and we have infinite compassion and love for you and how you may be feeling. Hearing that, we understand that for some of you, life in the physical form has been unbearable, or at the very least, very difficult. We understand that. However, as you do your inner work and learn to navigate the space between the 3D and the 5D, this will enable you to live in both worlds at the same time, to literally be a bridge between the two worlds. This is humanity's destiny. This is humanity's true work, to navigate both worlds. So the more you embody your spirituality, your spiritual being, your spiritual form, the more you embody it in physical form and ground it in physical form, the better you will be. So with meditation, what a wonderful thing meditation is. We love meditation. We meditate. We love it. We know how beneficial it is. But if you live your life constantly in a state of, in an altered state of not being fully present, of being in escape mode, this is not practicing true spirituality. It is not practicing what is needed for ascension. We regret to tell you that if you stay in that space too long, you will have great difficulty navigating life. Perhaps you already do. Well, this is to tell you or to suggest to you that something must be changed in the way you are approaching your spiritual work. We ask you to remain open-minded to this, to stay in a state of non-resistance. There is an element of surrender that is needed here, much like the ones who enjoy surfing waves, calling perhaps lifetimes in Lemuria or lifetimes in the dolphin realm, the cetacean realm. Those who are able to surf, to ride over with the coming tides of change, are those who will thrive. Do not resist the changes. Do not become angry at the changes, but ride them, flow with them, go with them, embrace them, and surrender to them. The element of surrender is crucial. This is surrendering to the divine, to pure consciousness, to divinity, to your own inner divinity, your own divine spark. Surrendering to that, letting that drive you, drive your bus, drive your camel. Allowing this will make things so much easier for you. For when you do this, you step out of your human ego mind and into the divine mind. We understand that part of being human, and we understand because we have been, part of being human is having human emotions. So part of this navigation is also, and this may seem like it's contradictory to what I just said, but it is not. Part of being in a human form is feeling the gamut of human emotions. So yes, you are able and you will feel frustration, anger, desperation, confusion, sadness, grief, all of those human emotions. And we are not saying to suppress them. We are not saying to bypass them. No, no, no. Quite the opposite. We are, however, saying not to be driven by those. Feel them. Allow them to teach you what you must learn. Those emotions can be teachers. What we do suggest is that you not be drawn down by them, consumed by them. So this is the navigation of the 3D world and the 5D world that will undoubtedly be somewhat challenging for most of you. And that is okay. That is how you learn. That is how you grow. It will be challenging. But the more you are able to step out of the story or the drama of those emotions and not be swallowed up by them, because that is the danger. Feel them, yes. Acknowledge them, yes. But learn from them. What do they teach you? If you're angry about something, why? Get to the root of the why. Understand the why. What is really making you angry or frustrated or sad? What is this emotion teaching you about yourself, about your soul, about your path? By learning to handle, deal with, experience your emotions in this way, you will be better able to then get back more on track with your spiritual work. You will be better able then to move out of them with grace, with more comfort, with greater wisdom learned. So this navigation will be the greatest school experience and learning experience of your existence. One can say that all of your lifetimes have been leading to this moment. Most of you have been incarnated in various forms many, many times, whether it be in human form or in some form on another, in another dimension or on another star system, in another reality. However, you have been in forms, physical forms of some sort. And one could say that all of these lifetimes have been leading up to this one. This is the big one. And this does not mean that there may not be more coming in the future. It does not mean everyone will be choosing to leave human forms at the end of this existence. But for many of you, yes, you will. So consider this your final exam in the great school of existence, in the great school of soul. You've been in soul school. Your soul has been learning and growing and developing. And this period coming will test you in ways that may be new. And they do not necessarily have to be difficult tests if you have been very seriously and diligently working on your personal growth, as you like to call it, your spiritual growth. Then this navigation between the 3D and the 5D will not be so difficult. It may be actually quite easy because you've been practicing and practicing and practicing for so long. It may be the simplest exam you've ever had to take, and you will pass it easily and quickly. This will be true for many of you. So we also would say that if this is not necessarily the case for you, if you find it difficult, to not give up, to not give up. We are aware that there is what we may call a mind virus of despair, of lack of hope, that causes some to end their own human 3D lives before it is their time. And unfortunately, the lessons remain and will remain until they are learned. So this is not actually a way to escape. We are not suggesting that those listening to this message are among those who would choose to take that path. And there is no judgment in taking that path. It is simply not an advisable one to take, for it will solve nothing. But if you know of anyone who may be feeling that way, it may be useful to share with them this information. It may help them to see things in a new light, in a new way, and reconsider what would be a poor decision. For the changes that are coming will unnerve many and destabilize for certain the systems that have been in place for so long. But this destabilization is necessary. This destabilization is good. The changes are good. Even when they may be somewhat uncomfortable, it's all very, very good. And we are excited and we look forward to your reports and your feedback on your experiences. We would love for you to share them with us or with any of the beings that you like to connect with. We will hear it in some way or form at any rate. And we are very much looking forward to hearing of your experiences, for we are excited for the human race. We are excited for the changes, for the ascension process to be experienced by you. We are so excited. We have been through it ourselves. We continue to be through it. It is not a process with an end. There is no, it is done. To come back to my original phrase that I said, it is done and it is never done. And this is part of the the irony of existence, is it not? It can be both. The mysteries of existence are delightful. We are so excited that you are here at this time. We are so grateful to you for volunteering to be here at this time and to be the ones experiencing this. No one could have chosen better. And we are so grateful that you have chosen yourselves to be here. We ask for your tolerance, your understanding, your compassion for others who are wherever they are on their path and journey, and to do your best to stay out of judgment and analysis of where they are by simply holding space for everyone, wherever they are in their path, and simply allowing them to be where they are from a place of neutrality and non-judgment. You are actually helping them more than you could ever by trying to persuade them to think or feel or experience things the way you do. So on this night, the 12th day of Christmas, the night of the 12th day of Christmas, it has been my honor to sit with you, to speak with you, to let my voice be heard through this lovely person, to transmit through both words and energy this message. We are with you always. We are on your side. We are rooting for you. We are so excited for you. We bless you. We love you. We love you. May you feel the deep joy that we felt when we saw the child, saw the infant. That is the greatest wish we could ever have for you, to know that love. There is nothing more precious than that. And in the spirit of that love, we will bid you goodbye. But first, we will share some of that with you for a moment. Thank you. Oh, that was intense. Wasn't expecting that. I don't really even remember what I said, or what was said. Okay. I would love to hear any feedback you have, to put it in the comments, whether you're watching this now or in the future. I can't really tell. I have no idea who's watching, if anybody's watching. If you are, say hi. This is one of those, I just saw it. This is one of those things where you could send a star to support me. You just, I think, click on the star icon and it takes you somewhere. I don't know. But if you'd like to send some support for this, that would be lovely. This or whatever. I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, or night if you're somewhere where it's night, like where I am. And I will see you soon. I'm probably going to be doing something for the 11th, for 111 or 11/1, depending on how you write the date. I love the three numbers together. And the one, and the one, right? It's like you have the one, you have the Trinity, and it's a Saturday, I believe, right? So I might be doing like a journey, one of my shamanic journeys, healing transmission journeys, for you on the 11th. So I'll put it up, and it'll be some kind of an event. But at the moment, I can't think about that very much. I'm still kind of coming out of that channeling. But yeah, it was different from what I was expecting. From what I remember him saying, El Morya. I don't think I've ever really channeled El Morya before. He's not one of my go-tos. But I've known about him for some time, and yeah. But I don't know. I hope you felt that energy coming at the end, because that was a transmission through me to you. So feel free to rewatch that part if you feel like you need a little love, because I felt that completely consuming me. And so I think, I'm sure that just by watching this, you're going to receive some benefit. Because with channeling, it's not just the words, words are words. It's the energy that's being transmitted through the channeled messages. That's why sometimes it doesn't even really matter what they're saying in terms of the mind and the information. It's more the frequency, the energy that's being transmitted through the channeling that's the most important thing. Okay. So I hope that this gave you something that you needed, or didn't even know that you needed. I hope it was interesting. I hope it was educational. I know it was for me. I'm going to be interested to going back and watching it. So, okay. So wishing you a beautiful epiphany, a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I will see you soon. Bye.